Anyway, so it's going to be a fun time. And tonight's card that I have for you is super, super cute, and it just makes me laugh when I open it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it step by step. And again, thanks for joining me very, very much. I'm going to go ahead and flip this phone down so we can get started. Okay, I'm going to cover this up. Hope I can do this without ending anything. We'll see. I think I'm good. I think. Woo! See my mess down there. It's such a mess. I have been busy creating all morning. Hey, there's comments. Yay! Hey, Chris. Hey, Megan. Glad you guys joined. Oh, I'm sorry if you kept popping on. Am I upside down? I think I might be. And my phone cord is also in the way here. My charging cord. I think I am. I'm upside down. Let me see if I can fix this. Now, I had it going perfectly earlier, and now all of a sudden it's not going to go perfectly. Go figure, right? I just about pulled my light down too. That was scary. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, so this, I know you guys are excited to see the card, but I'm going to make you wait for a minute. This is what we're going to be using tonight. We are going to be using the Hey Chick. This is actually the older one that was a celebration item. I think it was back in 2017. And they Stampin' Up! Brought it back. And they also made the coordinating dies with this, so it's really awesome. So if you notice in the mini catalog, there is a chicken stamp set that is called, I think it's called Hey Birthday Chick, or Birthday Chick. It might be just Birthday Chick. And now it also comes with dies. You can get the dies on it. And it's not in the catalog, but I will post up in the description of this video after it's over with. I will post links and stuff so that you guys can see the stamp set. They both coordinate with each other, and when I ordered the dies to go along with my stamp set, because I wasn't going to buy it again because I already had it. The only thing that's different is your cover, but the dies, I had to order those because, you know, I just had to have them. And the other one was on back order. It's not on back order now, so you can get them. So let's go ahead. I am going to show you. Actually, we're going to be needing these, so I'm not going to put them in there. I know you guys are waiting to see this card. Okay, so this is it. So you guys are going, hey, what's so fancy about that? Well, I'm going to add just a little bit to it when we're doing it. But wait for it. Are you ready? Whoop. Do you see that? I love that. That makes me laugh and smile every time. So who wouldn't want to get a card like this? I mean, really, come on. And this is called a wiper card. So it's really simple to make, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that aside over here. And then I've got our supplies right here. Let me move this little plastic baggie out of the way. So I have a piece of linen thread that we're going to be using. I have scrap white to do some stamping of the chickens. I have some gray, which in the card you didn't see gray, but I'm going to show you what we're going to add to it. And then I've got some soft suede. I have a piece. This piece right here is a very, very important piece. This is your wiper piece. That's what's going to make the wiper for it. And I will post the measurements, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you them now. Hey, Carol. This is 1 inch by 1 7/8 of an inch. And then I have this DSP, and it's let me show you it. It is in the Field and Flower and Fields. This is a free celebration item that you can get when you purchase $50 or more before tax and shipping. These are all mixed up though. There's 6 designs. They're double-sided. I'm going to try to get all of them for you. I've been in them. I cut it down to 6 by 6s. because it's just easier for me to work with and to show you guys the papers. I think I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm missing one. Which one is it? It is this one. Okay, so this is that, and then that's that side, and that side's so cute. I absolutely love it. And then we have this, and that's that side, and then you have this side. And next week we're going to be using this side, and wait till you see what we do with that. And then we have this side, unless I change my mind, which I might, because you know I'm a woman, I'm entitled, right? And oops, I showed you that one, and I showed you that one. Oh, I showed you that one. I think I showed you all of them. So there's, like I said, there's 6 different designs. You get 2 sheets of each of 12 by 12 sheets. They're double-sided, and it's free. So you can get that for free. All right, so we're using, oh, that's, yeah, this is the one we're using. This is the one that is this one. I'll show you the full sheet so you can see it. I love that. Isn't that pretty colors? And then this is the other side to it. So this is the one that we're using. All right, and this is cut at 1 1/2, and I cut it down to 4 1/4, I believe, or 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Cut it down to 4 1/2. This was our piece left over, but we're going to need this piece, so don't lose that. And then we have this little band right here. This is 8 1/2 by 2 inches. And then our card base is 8 1/2 by 4 1/2. So when you cut your card, your cardstock, and you put it in your paper trimmer, you will get 2 of these. So you can make 2 cards, 2 of these cards with that. So the first thing we're going to do is I am going to move some of this stuff out of the way. I want to bring in, I know I can use my paper trimmer to score, but because I don't trust my eyes to line it up right, I want to make sure that I'm spot on. So I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, and hopefully I can find my my stylus for it. I had it earlier, but you know me, I lose everything. I sure did. I had it earlier. Well, darn. Okay, so I'll just use my... No, I won't use it because I don't know where my attachment is. Well, you guys, something always goes wrong. And today it's been trying to even get my video to go live, and I lost my scoring tool, and we really need it too. Well, oh, here it is, right here. Okay. So we're going to put this in at the top like that with the long side up at the top. And we are going to score this at, there's 2 different ways you can score it. You can score it at 5 1/2 and then 7, or you can score it at 1 1/2 and 3. So I'm going to score it at 1 1/2, and then I'm going to score it at 3. And then that's it for that piece. And then we're going to bring in our other piece. This is Pear Pizzazz, and this is Pool Party. Oh, don't stress. Thank you, but I am feel like I am a ball of stress right now. It's been one of those days, I tell you. Okay, so I scored it again at 1 1/2 and 3. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold this at the score lines to make a Z. So we have a Z. And then we're going to do the same thing to this. We're going to fold this. I think I did this wrong. No, I didn't. Okay, it scared me for a second. I know, I think we all do. We all have these days. I tell you what. And I am so excited to be here. And I'm like, and then at the last minute, it seemed like everything that possibly could go wrong was going wrong. And it was just making me stress out. I don't know how else to say it. But I'm human, just like all of us. So, but I really am happy to be here. And as soon as I get going here, good, I will forget about all my woes and worries of the world. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. So we have a Z here, and then we have the Z here. So the Z on your card base is going to go to your right. The Z on your strip is going to go to your left. And now I would recommend using Seal Plus or tear and tape, but I am out of my tear and tape and I don't have the Seal Plus. So I am going to use my liquid glue, and this may or may not turn out messy. Because, you know, liquid glue is my glue of choice, but there's some things that it just doesn't work that great with. It works, but you just got to be careful about how much glue you put and where you put it, because in this card, you don't want anything to stick where it doesn't need to stick, or your card's not going to work right. All right, so let me stop before I get way ahead of myself, and I am going to go ahead and glue this side down. I just wanted to think before I did it. Hope I didn't go too far. I think I did. Well, let's see. We're going to just line that up the best that we can. Just like so. And I don't think I did, so that's good. It could come over just a little bit more. That is the one good thing about the liquid glue is you have a little bit of wiggle room to get it right where you want it. Now, before we adhere this down, we've got to make our little wiper. So you're going to take your little strip of paper here, and I am just going to try to get this corner to go with my nail to fold. We're going to just fold this over, and it doesn't have to be perfect, because the first one I made, it was not perfect. The second one I made was close to perfect, and they both still worked. So we're going to go with that, just like that. I'm going to take my bone folder, and then I'm going to make it go this way too, just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. Oh, good. I hope that you do. All right. And then I need to cheat a little bit too, because, okay, so this, we're going to put it on the back of this panel in between these two score lines right here. So we're going to put it, I have more success when I glue this side down first. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look and see how I did this, you guys, because I don't know why, but okay, so it is going to go, this triangle is going to go down right like this, like that, okay? And I think I might cut some of that off because you don't want it poking up when you're moving it. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off at the bottom, and then you're just going to adhere to this part right here. So I'm going to put some glue on that and hope I'm doing it right, because I just used liquid glue and I will not get that up. All right, so now I'm just going to put this aside because we got to do some stamping. All right, so I'm going to bring in my scrap pieces that we're not using that one, but do I need this one? Maybe not. Okay, I just need to do, I don't. Let's get rid of that. All right, I'm going to use some Memento ink. And I'm going to ink up this one chicken that's looking back behind him or her. And we're going to stamp that down just like that. And then this is my favorite one. When this set first came out several years ago, I fell in love with it because of this chicken. This silly chicken. I'm going to stamp it this way because I don't want to waste any paper. There we go. That silly chicken makes me laugh so much. I love that chicken. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of coloring, and I'm going to be using my Stampin' Blends to do this. And I'm going to make my chicken a little bit brighter. This one I'm going to keep the same. But this one like has the pop effect. So I'm going to make him a little brighter. So I'm going to make his yellow, or her yellow, much brighter. So I'm going to use the dark Daffodil Delight, and we're just going to color them. And I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch me do all this coloring, because sometimes it can take me a little bit to color, and then a lot of times I get real quiet because I have to concentrate to stay in the lines. Oh me, I kill me. I kill me. You guys remember that show Elf? I know I've mentioned it before. I shouldn't say that though, because that really gives away my age, but hey. Okay, and I never could tell if that was part of the hair. We're going to make it part of the hair tonight. And then I'm going to do some dark pumpkin pie for the feet. Just like so. And then I'm going to take some light pumpkin pie and just kind of give it a little bit of a shadow underneath these little bitty feathers here. Just like so. And then you can blend that if you want to, or you can just leave it like it is. I might blend it just a little. Ow, that was tight. Good, that means it won't dry. Okay, just like that. I think I might even do just a little bit of pumpkin pie. Oh, that was the dark. Oh well, we're going with the dark. Just a little bit right there. And then I'm going to blend that. I am definitely blending that. Just like that. And then that. Can you guys see the blending? I hope you can, because it is so cool. I love these markers because they really make me feel like an artist. Even though I am not, they make me feel that way. So now I am bringing in some Poppy Parade, and I'm using dark because I really want to. Oh wait, you guys, hey Nikki, I'm missing some conversation here. Yes, the the birthday chick. Yes, when I ordered my dies for this set, Carol, that was on back order, so I didn't get it. I didn't feel like waiting for it. So I may still, I don't know. It's not on back order now, guys, so you can get it. And it definitely coordinates with each other, and I think it definitely helps. Is more fun, I should say. It doesn't help. It's just much more fun to have them both. But anyway, so I'm just going to color some of the hair sprigs. I may come back and color some more. And then again, I may not. Because this is just to kind of give you guys an idea. And mostly, I think you just want to know how to do the mechanism. Okay, so then at this point, when they're all colored, I bring in the Boss, which is really the Stampin' Cut and Boss machine, but I call it the Boss. You cut those out, you use your dies. So let's bring in our dies here, because we do have to cut those. So with that, remember I said to save that little piece? That is going to cut these cute little eggs, and I will have to run that through. And then you have your die that cuts out your funky chicken, because I just love this chicken. It's funky. And then your die for the chicken that's looking back behind him or her, just like so. And you run them through the Big Shot, or not the Big Shot, the Boss. Okay, do you know it is so hard, because we had the Big Shot for so many years, and then all of a sudden no Big Shot, and now we have a new one that's Stampin'. It's all Stampin' Ups, and so it's kind of hard when you are used to calling something so long, like Whisper White. We don't have Whisper White anymore now. It's Basic White. But it's worth it because it's better quality now. Okay, I put those away and I still need those. Okay, so I'm going to cut my tree stump out of soft suede, so it's going to go there. And then we're going to use the chicken wire, because these dies come with a chicken wire. Let me show you guys what these come with. So you get the dies that cuts out all three of the chickens, the chicks, the fancy chicks. the funky chicken. It comes with a corn stalk and the ears of corn and the little husks that they sit in. This is for the little egg, which I did forget to stamp. And then it comes with a little sign too that we need. Oh, and the barn. Well, and I did already die cut one of those out. I don't know if I'm going to use it tonight or not because I'm using the Designer Series paper. But I will show you it. It is cute as anything. And then I learned a trick from Erica Serwin to get it to really pop, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. You guys don't need to watch that, I don't guess. I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. Okie-dokie. I'm right here. I have not left. I am just cutting these out. Okay. Uh-oh, I just threw the eggs. Ooh. Probably a good thing that this is live and you guys aren't really here in my craft room because it could be dangerous. All right, so there are our eggs. Aren't those adorable? And then I've already cut out the tree stump, so I didn't need to cut out another one. And I've already cut out our sign. Now, I want to show you guys something. I want you to be able to see this up close. Hopefully, you'll be able to see. But do you see how it not only cut it out, but it embossed them? I'm trying to see if you guys can see that. Yes, you can. Isn't that really, really cool? Oh, you see how stained my hands are. Okay, so that's ink for you. Now, I didn't cut this out either, but this, I used Smoky Slick to cut this out. And I already cut one out. But to do this card, you would probably need about 3, maybe 4 of these cut out. But I'm not going to do it because I already have that done. And let's see. We got that. We got that. Let's bring in our card base here. So we've got that. I've already cut and colored our chickens. There we go. And I've already cut and colored our little egg. Okay. So those are the pieces that we need. I'm going to flip this over. This is going to go like that. I'm going to test this first to see. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the feet just to kind of stick it, just to make sure. You want to make sure that it does not show when you fold it. It doesn't show on this side, but I want to make sure that it's going to flip up the right way, and it does. So there we go. That one pops so much better. So when you close it, oh, it's showing now. Oh, because he's falling. He's falling. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue him down. And I'll show you again. Okay, so we're going to put him right about there. You can make him go crooked just as long as he stays within these right here. This side and this side. It's okay if he pops up over on that side because you have all this room over here. Hey, Lynette. Hey, Linda. Okay, so there we go. So now he works. Whoop, there we go. So now we know that we can now glue this side down. So he goes this way. You're going to glue this side down. So I'm going to go ahead and take my liquid glue. Again, I would recommend to use tear and tape or Seal Plus. And then we're just going to bring this over and we're going to line this up with this edge here. Just like that. All right. And then there we go. We are ready to go. I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. And then we're ready to go. Now we are ready to decorate. Isn't that just the cutest? That's, I'm sorry, guys. No, I'm not sorry. That is just so cool. Okay, so I told you I would show you the barn. And unfortunately, the barn I'm going to show you is in pieces. But I cut it out in Poppy Parade. I love Poppy Parade because it's just such a bright, cheerful color. If I wasn't going to put my designer series paper here, or if maybe I just wanted to design it differently, you could use your barn. You could even put your barn up. Well, you couldn't put it here because you got your folds, but you might be able to put your barn over here if you wanted to. But let me show you what I did. So you would probably need to cut, three barns. You would have to cut a red one, or whatever color you wanted your barn, and a white one, whatever color you wanted your trim to be. And then you would need to cut a brown, either crumb cake or soft suede or even early espresso. And then you cut the bottom part of the die. Let me show you the die. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead, if you guys are okay with it. Oh, sticks every time. Okay, so I am going to cut a barn. I'm going to cut it out in soft suede. Hopefully I can get it to fit on here somewhere. Like maybe right there. Okay, I'm going to run this through real fast. I hope I'm making sense to you guys, because I really do want you to be able to make this, because it is just super, super cute. And everybody needs a smile on their face. Okay. So we have cut it out. All right, so that's what it looks like when you cut it, when you die cut it. And look at that. See all the embosses on there too. That is just so cool to me. All right, so then what I would do is I would put this one I actually messed up on. I'm going to cut another Poppy Parade so you can see. Because I was trying to figure out what was the easiest way to do it. I didn't know if it would be easier to cut the white trim or to cut the red part out. And for me, it was easier to do the trim. So that's what I did. But you could do it either way you wanted to. And it's a little bit more work, but it is worth it. So, and even though I'm probably not going to use the barn on this card, I still wanted to show you guys this because this was so super cute. Okay, so I pretend I've already cut the white one out, even though I've already cut it. So what you would do to the white part and well, you wouldn't have to the white one because you're just cutting the trim, but it made it easier for me when I cut the legs and stuff off. So that's all you do. So then you would stick that on top of that like that. So isn't that cute? I'm going to go ahead and do it. So, and if I cut the white right, with me, I'm like a kindergartner with fussy cutting, but okay. You would just line this up just like that, okay? So isn't that cute already, just like that? Who got snow? Nikki, you got more snow? Oh, wow. Okay. And then we're going to glue this on here. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue, but I'm going to be careful about how much I put. So I'm not going to be able to slide this around. So I'm going to have to get this right the first time. Oh, keep your fingers crossed. Okay, so just like so. So we're going to flip this around. I'm going to just start on the edge over here, and this may not be cut exactly right, but there you go. And then I'm not sure what I did with my door. I know I cut my door. And then you would just do your door. Here it is. I know I did my door really funky, but it's okay. You guys will still kind of see how it goes. I don't remember which side was which side though. I'm just going to put this side on that side. Just hope and pray that that's right. Okay, so, and like I said, it's a little tedious and it takes a little time, but it's worth it. So my door is a little crooked. I didn't really cut that very well, but that gives you guys a great idea of how to use that. Doesn't that really just make such a big difference? I absolutely love that. So that's how you would do that. Okay, back to our card. I am going to put a chicken. So when I close this, my chicken is kind of in the front, and I'm okay with that. That's where I want it, because when I open it, it goes more to the side. So I'm going to put it up on some dimensionals, because dimensionals do what? They make everything fancier. So, and I love our dimensionals because they're foam adhesives. They have adhesives on, I wanted that over a little more. Adhesives on both sides, and then you just peel off the thing, and that's not going to move. Normally it does. There we go. And I'm going to put it right there, which I might have, yeah. Okay, that's going to go there. Now, I thought about, instead of using the designer series paper, I thought about putting my barn here. But I don't think that I'm going to, honestly. I think I'm just going to keep the paper. But before I go any further, I need to show you this. Okay, so I cut out, I think I cut like 4 of these out, the chicken wires. And what I wanted to make was like a fence. But I didn't want this big wide thing up there. So what I did was I just cut right here, right below the circle here, like that. Just carefully cut it. And if you're good at cutting, you could probably whack this really fast. So just like that. And then I just attach them. Now you could use, well, I wouldn't recommend it unless you were very, very careful. And so this is what I made out of it. If you were very, very careful, and then this side, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I just cut off again at the circles down here, just like that. So, and then that would give you 2. So you would get 2 out of each one. Does that make sense? Out of each panel, you would get 2 fences. All right, so, and then you would just line them up. Let me see, they line up pretty easily. You would just line them up. Let me get something that you guys can kind of see under here. So maybe black. Maybe this will work better. This has got glue all over it, but this is good because I'm going to show you how I did it. Okay, so you may have an easier way to do it, and then again you may not. If you use the adhesive strips, you want to make sure that you just get it on this bottom part right here, because you don't want to get it on the top part, because you don't want it to stick to the back of your card, because then you wouldn't be able to close it and open and close it. So what I did was I took a little sponge dauber and I put some glue on here, and then I just sponged where I wanted this to be glued down together. And then I just put it on there. I just glued it together like so. Just made sure that it was all straight. And it took a little time to do it, but it was worth it because it was all nice and neat. So then when I got it to the length that I wanted it, I just took, this has got some fuzzy fuzz on it. I am going to go trim these because I noticed I didn't trim these very well. Okay. So I'm going to flip this over to the back side, and then I'm just going to take my glue, just stuck that right in that glue, and then I'm just going to sponge the very bottom of these and just dab it in there just like so. And I love my silicone mat because the adhesive won't stick to it. When this liquid glue dries, I can just peel it right off. Hot glue too, it doesn't stick to it. Okay. Hopefully I got enough glue on there. The only thing you have to be careful is that you don't lay it back in where you were sponging, otherwise you'll get it on the front of your fencing. So just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to lay this right on my card, just like so. So the diamonds are equal to where the top of the pear pizzazz strip is. And because I'm going to put my designer series paper here, I didn't have to go all the way across. If you wanted to, you certainly could, but I didn't. And then you just push that down and hope that it sticks well for you. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this down. And that just goes right on there. I'm just going to line that up, just like so. All right, so there we go. So it's looking pretty cute, huh? Where does who live? I live in Byron. Are you talking about Veronica? She lives in, oh, my mind just took Colorado Springs. Okay. Mickey she's my daughter. And she just moved to Colorado Springs the beginning of January. Okay, so we are going to, she's one of my daughters. I have two daughters and a son. Okay, that's going to go right there. Then we're going to use a glue dot, and I am going to put on here, I'm going to stick this guy right here, just like so. Well, I might make him come up just a little higher, like right there. All right, so there's our egg. Then I want to put these little eggs down there. So, oh, look at these eggs. Can you see those two, how it embossed little dots in them? I love it. Okay. It's the little things in life that excite you. Oh. I love Stampin' Up. They have some of the coolest and the best products ever. And they make it so easy for you to look like you know what you're doing. Just like that. So there's our eggs. There's our little egg. And see, he's going to be like a little surprise too. So there we go. Now we need to put a sign. So I am going to put this on here. But I want to kind of spruce it up a little bit. So I'm going to take a blender brush. And no, this is not Stampin' Up's. I have not ordered theirs. I have heard that they are awesome. And I can't wait to try them. This is just a makeup brush right here, but it will work for tonight. Let me get my soft suede right here. We're going to take some soft suede. I'm going to ink that up, and I am just going to kind of lightly go over where the emboss is on our thing, on our sign, and just lightly kind of touch up those ridges, kind of bring them out a little bit. And then I'm going to just go around the edges of this, just to make this sign kind of look old and country. Okay. Just like so. I really like the way that looks. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to take the soft suede again, and I am using the sentiment that says, have a happy day. And I don't have the sticker on this, so I want to make sure that I don't stamp that upside down. And then I'm going to try not to stick my head in there. There we go. I'm sure I did. Have a happy day. And then we need one more thing. I need another piece of crumb cake. And we're going to stamp in soft suede. Hey, chick. I'm going to stamp that right about there. Oh, shoot. Let's flip that over. I was a little heavy-handed there. Let's try that again. Just like that. And I don't like the way that that's stamped. So let's turn it over. Try it one more time. There we go. All right. Third time was a charm. And now what I want to do, but I am not sure if I can remember how to do this. It was a trick that I'd seen a while ago, like a while ago, where you can take your classic punch and it's not, when you punch this out, I'm practicing on the one that's not that great. You punch that out and then you can slide it in somehow or another. I know that you can slide this in. I know this can be done. Slide this in somehow. There, okay. And then you can punch that, and then you slide it in again, and you can punch it again and make it the size you want it. And it would probably help. There we go, just like so. So there. So we got that, just like that. Now on this one, I just cut it like this and cut that at an angle. But I think on this card, I'm going to use this. And I actually don't think that looks bad. So we're going to go ahead and use that one. And I'm going to put that up here. And I'm just going to use some liquid glue and I'm just going to put it on one end of it. Make sure it's on the right end, which is the chick end. And I'm going to place it right about there. Just like so. Oops. Not like that. You don't want it to slide on you. Like that. And then we're going to open up our card and our have a great day is going to go there. And I'm just going to glue, I'm going to glue it. I'm just going to glue that at an angle, but you want to make sure that your ends don't go past your score marks or it will bend. So I'm thinking that that's pretty good. There we go. All right, so we have almost done. There we go. What do you guys think so far? And then in the dies, there is also these little things right here, which I think are seeds, or they're probably small ears of corn. So I am gonna, you could probably do them as corn or seeds. And I think I'm just gonna do them as seeds. So we're gonna use the, you know what? No, I'm gonna do them as corn. I'm gonna do them as corn. I need a yellow Daffodil Delight. No, I'm gonna use, Bumblebee. We're gonna use some Bumblebee yellow, which is very beautiful. It coordinates beautifully with the Designer Series paper. So I'm going to run that through the boss. And this is going to be tricky, you guys, because these, wait till you see how little these are. Oh heavens, they're little. And I think I just dropped half of them. Look at that, I did. I dropped half of them on the floor. Okay, so, and I'm not going to try to find those. So we'll cut some more. Actually, I just found another one. We'll cut some more. And then we're going to glue those down too. I'm going to attempt to glue them down. You probably could use the fine tip glue pen for this, but I forgot to put the cap on mine. So guess what happened? It dried up in the needle. So oh, check that out. Did you see that? That static electricity? They're jumping all around on this plate. My plate is well loved. Okay, there we go. So we got that. Now this is going to be difficult. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But aren't those cute? Okay. I know I'm going to use my putty, my take your pick. I think I'm going to bring back in my silicone sheet so that I can squirt some glue on here. And I think, we're just going to put them along the bottom. And I'm not using my putty side after all. I'm using my piercing side. Just dipping it in the glue. And then right on top. Oh, right on top. Well, come on. That one is sticking to my finger. Well, that one's going to make a little bit of a mess. Come on, you were working so well. And then we're going to do it again. And just scatter some seeds. I love this. Whoops, I did it again. Come on. There we go. So you just put your seeds wherever you wanted them. I think what's happening is I get just a little bit too much glue on there and then it sticks to my finger. All right, so that's enough, I think. So you guys get the idea of it. Well, I should have left that one alone. Let me see if I can get another one. And just stick it right there. There we go. All right, so there we go. So what do you guys think? Oh, I know, new plates are so beautiful. Oh, I hate to use them when they're new. I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess it up. So there you go. So you get that, and this fits right into a standard size envelope. It says, hey, chick, and then they open it up, and then they get, whoa. I love this card. I just love it. Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks, Carol. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Aren't these, I just love it. This card just makes me smile and makes me laugh. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please don't forget to share. Speaking of sharing, I want to give you guys a gift. I want to enter you into a drawing to win a free gift from me as a thank you for sharing and commenting and all of that. I will do the drawing on next Friday night. We'll do it before it goes live. If I forget, somebody remind me. But this is what I'm giving away. This is Wood Elements. This is from a paper pumpkin a while ago, but they're perfect to still use. They will coordinate with all kinds. This will actually really coordinate really well with pretty perennials and possibly, thank you, Carol, possibly even, what's the other flowers? The other flower ones that have the coordinating dies. You might know what they are, Carol. I can't think of the name of them. Oh, but anyway, that, and then the succulents, we have the succulents. Those would go along with it. And you guys don't forget, celebration ends in a little over a week. It ends, well, no, it ends on the 28th. So we got just about a week left. You shard? No. You shared. Thank you, Chris. I really do appreciate you guys sharing this. If you're watching the recording of this, please share and comment also, and you will still be entered into the drawing for next week. It just, I really appreciate it. It really does help to for people to see, get a chance to see this that they wouldn't ordinarily see. And even if it's something that you're not interested in and you just kind of click on it or whatever, just please share it anyway, because somebody in your friends list might really, really like it. And it helps me. It helps me to get out there. And I really do appreciate it. So this will be your free gift tomorrow. So we'll see who will win this, and I will mail it to you next week. So again, you guys, thank you so much. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe, and please ring that little bell, because then you would get notified of all my new future videos that I post, so you don't miss anything at all. And also, if you are not on my newsletter email list, please message me, and I will put you on there. And because I send newsletters monthly for updates and things that are going on, and then periodically through the month I'll share when I post a new post on my blog or a new video, anything that's happening, like, you know, Stampin' Up! Will do stuff spur of the moment that even us demonstrators don't really know about sometimes until the day before. So you will miss those if you are not on my email list. So there's also a thank you so much for the hearts on my page at the top. It will see, I think it says email list or something. It says something like that. Up there, you can click on that too and request to be on my email. Or you can email me at spongeandstamp@hotmail.com, and then you can just request to be added to my email list and just give me your email address. Okay, you guys, thank you so very, very much again. I appreciate you guys. You guys rock. Okay, toodly-doo.